In 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a thing that we call Cipher 360. I am your host, Marcus the Kid Warren, and with me is my man Muff. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. This is our first show of our first show doing new music. Okay,
yes.
We did, our last show was doing a retro review of Little Brothers to Listening. So we're going to move on to new music, and I'm excited about all the new music that's going to come out for 2013.
2013?
Kicking it off with Madlib's little brother. Who might that be?
Oh, no!
Oh, no, man. There's a new album called The Disrupted Ads. He put out an album some time ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago at least, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, now that I think about it, called The Disrupt. So this is basically a take, obviously, on that title. What's unique about Oh No to me in his production style is that if you listen to it, there's no secret that he uses a lot of video game samples. Okay. Did you pick that up when you listened to it at all?
No.
Okay, that's his modus operandi, actually. Okay. That he does that, and he does it like pretty much on all of his albums. You didn't hear a lot of it on the Gang Ring album, which was kind of the collaborative album with Alchemist, but you see it on his solo here. It seems to me like he's caught between doing his own thing and what his brother does. Really? And what I mean by that is this. If you're familiar with any of Madlib's work, listen to like the Guilty Simpson album and other Madlib albums, you'll get like maybe 4 or 5 rap songs and like maybe 10, or 12 instrumentals. You know what I mean? So this is pretty much what you get here. So that's just to kind of frame the album a little bit, just contextualize the album, if you will. As far as the albums that people rap, the songs that people rap on in this album, Blue with Joneses, that's one of my favorite underground MCs. I'm a big fan of Blue. Rhapsody, who's in Ninth Wonder's camp, I told you about the album that she put out with Ninth Wonder. He produced the album. That's solid. Animals featuring Charlie Tuna. I told you before we even got on here that Charlie Tuna, how can I say this? I'm not a big fan.
You're not feeling some type of way about Charlie Tuna?
I'm feeling some type of way. If you're familiar with Charlie Tuna, it's in Jurassic 5. He has like an old school retro flow, which I'm not mad at, but I just don't like his flow. I just never really have.
You think he needs to evolve a little bit?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, really. Declaim and Georgia and Mojo, they've done some work with Madlib themselves, so there's no secret that they're going to be on the song called Improvement on this album, and that's pretty solid. And also the Souls of Mischief, which is, they've put out one of my favorite all-time hip-hop songs, and This Is How We Chill from 93 Till, so they've put it out here with Oh No also. But overall, I mean, it's a solid album. I mean, what do you think about it?
Honestly, I thought it was a great display of expression. Okay, but because and this is where I was kind of really weird on this album, because there is not a lot of rapping on it. You know what I'm saying? I found myself, I had to listen to it like 3 or 4 times, because every time a beat would come on, there was no rapper. I just started freestyling to it. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not really listening to. I wasn't really listening to the actual album as much as just trying to rhyme over it. But actually, after I gave it a listen, it is a very, very grimy, very deep, very type of emotional type of writing wants to take you on. Now, I do feel some sort of way about not having the MCs on there, but I can still respect that because he's trying to make his own lane.
I mean, like, let me go back to his brother Madlib and look at the Guilty Simpson album. Okay. Or, no. Well, it's called O.J. Simpson, actually. I think it's the name of the album. Just going back to it. We reviewed this. I think we reviewed the album maybe like 2 years ago. Okay. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's like a bunch of these odd interludes and like a bunch of instrumentals and occasional rapping. Exactly. When Madlib does it, I've grown to kind of appreciate it, but if you're looking for just a straight rap album, it's going to throw you off a little bit. Yeah, that's what Oh No's album pretty much does the same thing.
What can I say? That's what it did.
So, but I mean, you mentioned emotion. What was emotional about it? I mean,
well, when it comes to emotion, I think when somebody like Oh No wants to make a beat, he wants to not take you there with lyrics. Okay, he wants to take you there with an emotion or some type of feeling, like how he was feeling when he actually produced his beat. So I was trying to actually connect with Oh No as the beat was playing, and I found like I did a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like when the beats change up, or when he puts a certain sample in there or whatever. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to say with those tracks. That's what I mean by emotional. I think he did a good job with that. But then again, going back to what I said before, I'm still feeling some sort of way about not having a lot of lyrics and a lot of beats. But the beats were dope. Beats were very dope.
Yeah, the beats were solid. I think dope would probably be strong for me.
You think so?
Yeah, it'll be strong for me. I wouldn't say they were dope. They're solid. I mean, obviously, we gave Gang Green dang near. That was your album.
That was my album of the year.
So I mean, the work he did with Alchemist last year was a little crazy. Ankle all up in that.
All up in it.
All up in it. But for this album, I'll be honest. I'm probably a little bit disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I'm expecting, and whenever I hear something by Oh No, and he's a hot producer, make no mistake about it. And just because he's Madlib's little brother doesn't mean that he's kind of riding Madlib's coattails. He has an entirely different production style than Madlib to me. And he makes his own lane. You know, he's a renowned producer in his own right. But that said, if I'm rating this album, it's okay. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5.
I agree with you. You know, 3 out of 5 is probably a really good middle of the lane, trying to figure out what he was trying to do, type of rating. Right. But you know, I thought the beats were very, very solid, very good. I will even say the word dope. I liked it.
Dope. You know, and for all the kids out there, dope is a term we've used in the 90s where we had a certain type of affection for a certain type of beat that was really, really good. We would call it dope.
Well, the beats were very good. Beats were good. They were excellent. They were superb. They were great. They were something else.
Oh, but you know what? Yeah, real talk though. Yeah, 3 out of 5 for me. I thought it probably could have been a little bit better. You know, but just to kind of frame the album as you guys listen to it, you know, I'm sure people will probably disagree with us as far as the way we feel about the album. But just to frame it, it's not going to be a straight hip hop album in terms of MCing. It's going to be some instrumentals. It's going to be occasional rhyming. That's it. And as long as you know what you're getting into when you listen to it, you know, you can give it a good listen from there.
Yeah, actually, that's some good advice to know what you're going into, because I didn't actually going into it. Yeah, because I remember I even called Muff. I'm like, Muff, is this the right album? These are all instrumentals. What the hell is this stuff? You know what I'm saying? So I had to listen to it over and over again. Right. But I agree with you. It could have been a little bit better probably. But I think you listen to it. Give us your own opinion.
You be the judge.
Yes, hit us up on our Facebook account. We are the Cipher Crew. You can also hit us up on Twitter. We are Kid and Muff 44 on Twitter. That's KIDDANDMUFF 44 on Twitter. You can also hit us up on our Gmail account. We are Kid and Muff 44 on Gmail. So let us know what you think about Oh No.
Yep. And why?
Yeah, because the Cipher said so, son. Hey.
My man Trey, and you don't stop. Johnny Boombats, and you don't stop. My man Muff, and you don't stop. My nigga Woo, and you don't stop. Little Brooklyn, and you don't stop. Grand Jury, and you don't stop. Jay White, and you don't stop. Cipher Music, and you don't stop. Check it, we rise from the grave with the eyes of a slave. We strive to survive, rocking the mic loud, no surprise that we paid. We created a trade that became a craze, or was it vice versa? Gave birth to a verse and baptized it in cursive. If you thirst for the real, then travel no further. We murder the fraudulent motherfuckers and went out to get burgers. We hip-hop carnivores, living by the order.